So I have a hard time with getting over the past and getting over the things that I've done. I hurt a lot of people. I feel bad. I have a guilty conscience. Um, I have a big heart, right? I'm a big-hearted motherfucker. I care about people, and I don't want my friends to get hurt, and I don't like hurting people. And I have hurt a lot of people. And for anybody who thinks that I have it easy or that I haven't been through anything, you're wrong because you're looking at my life from a different angle. Everything that I have right now, I worked to get, and I worked my ass off to get it. Uh, See, I look at things from a different perspective because of everything that I've been through. I have post-traumatic stress disorder. Uh, I'm going to talk about a few things that I've been through here, like back in the day or a couple years, actually not even a year ago now. It was about a year ago. I was going to say a couple years ago, but about a year ago now, I did a break and enter with a friend of mine. My friend told me, "Hey, let's do a break and enter. We're gonna break into this sex offender's place. You down?" And he said, "There's about $10,000 in a safe in there. You want to break into it with me?" I said, "He's a sex offender for sure." He said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, is the town nothing's gonna come out of it?" He said, "No, the town hates this guy." I said, "Okay, I'll help you." So I went and I helped this guy, my friend out, right? So me and my friend go to this business. It's a business. I'll say it's a refrigerator fixing business. That's what I'll call it. I can't say what exactly it was, but anyways, so we go and we break into this refrigerating business and fixing business, and I opened the door. I cracked the door open. I used a butter knife and I broke the window, the latch of the window, the lock on the window, and I opened the door and we both went in, and we couldn't find a safe anywhere. There was no safe at all, actually. There was no safe to be found. I said, "Man, there's no safe in here." He said something like, "Shut up, I'm busy looking for something." I said, "Well, man, if there's no safe, what the fuck do you bring me here for?" He said, "Hey, take these keys and go take a car vehicle, pick out whatever vehicle you want." So I took the keys, I went outside, there was a bunch of vehicles, I couldn't get none of them to start. So I said, "Fuck this, I'm leaving." So I leave. I throw the keys in the ditch, and I tell my buddy I'm leaving. He said, "Whatever, get out of here then." I said, "All right, peace out." I said, "You're an idiot, man, for bringing me here." He said, "Yeah, whatever." So I go to my buddies after this. A buddy of mine, his name's Kyle. I just tell Kyle about it. Kyle had a friend of ours over named Jesse. I told Jesse about it. Jesse said, "Yeah, that that guy, that refrigerator guy, the guy that runs that refrigerating business. He's a biker." I said, "A biker?" He said, "Yeah, he's a Hell's Angel biker." I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, he's a biker." And I said, "Well, don't fucking tell anybody about it." I said, "I didn't know anything about it." I said, "My buddy told me, Malcolm told me that it was a fucking sex offender." He said, "Yeah, well, it wasn't." I said, "Well, that's fucking bullshit." I said, "I thought I wouldn't have done that if I would have known that." He said, "Yeah, well, you fucked up if he finds out." I said, "He's not gonna find out I was wearing a mask." So about a week later, Jesse comes up to me. Jesse, the guy that told me that it was a biker. Jesse says, "Hey man, get those keys back." He wants the keys back, and he won't do anything about it. But if you don't give him the keys, he's gonna kill you. I said, "Okay, I'll get the keys." So I'm biking out of town to get the keys. Next thing I know, fucking I'm biking by this fucking truck and I noticed the truck. I said, "Oh fuck, that's the same truck." I'm on a bicycle, not a speed bike or anything. I'm on a bicycle biking. I noticed a truck and the truck's a pink truck. I noticed that truck from the business that I broke into that night. One of the trucks that I tried to steal. So it's parked on the side of the road and it's watching me bike by towards where the keys were out of town. So I'm biking and I bike by this truck, but someone's in the truck. I don't know who it is, some man. And I'm biking by. Next thing I know, bam! I got smashed. by the fucking truck from behind. I fly off my bicycle and I fly over a ditch into on someone's front lawn. Flew about 20 feet, right? So I'm fucking a little shook up. I'm seeing stars. My head hit the truck. I'm bleeding. And I fucking, next thing I know, I pull myself together. I open my eyes and there's a guy walking towards me with a shotgun. He points the shotgun at my head. Get the fuck up. You're coming with me. I said, what? He said, get the fuck up. You're coming with me. I said, fuck. I said, no, fuck that. I'm not going with you. He said, get the fuck up or I'm blowing your head off. I said, all right, I'm coming. So I follow him. He tells me to get in the truck. I go in the truck. Takes me to his business. Takes me to the same business I broke into that night. He wants to know who the guy was that was with me that I broke into business with and why we broke into it. I told him the story. I said, "Buddy told me you were a sex offender. Told me there was money here and told me that the town hated you." I said, "I didn't know who you were." He said, "Yeah, well you fucked up. Now I'm gonna fucking put you in a fucking wood chipper and turn you to fish food." And I said, "Yeah, that's fucked up." And he said, "Yeah." And we get to the business. He passes the shotgun to this other guy. The guy holds the shotgun to my head, and tells me to sit down in the chair. They zip tie me up, zip tie my hands together, zip tie my feet, and they said, "All right, we're waiting. Where's Malcolm live?" And I told them buddy's name. I told on my buddy I had no choice. They were gonna fucking put me in a wood chipper, and I said, and it wasn't my fault anyways. Malcolm told me he was a fucking sex offender. So they zip tie me up, and then they're probably put me in a closet, put me on a chair, and I'm sitting there in the closet, and I just freak right out. I'm start freaking out. So I fucking snap the fucking zip ties. I break out of it. I broke it off my ankle, and I get up and I start running, but my legs they kept giving out on me, and I kept falling down as I'm running, and I run to this business across the road, and I cut through this fucking fence. There's a hole in the fence and I cut through it and I start running and I keep falling down but I keep getting up. And this other guy comes out of this other business. It was a trucking business. It was a bunch of big fucking trucks, and buddy comes up to me, "What are you doing?" And then next thing I know, I see the guy that had the gun and fucking he's running up and he's like, "Hey, don't fucking let him go. He's the one that broke into my business and fucking slashed all the tires and destroyed everything." I said, "Destroyed everything? I had nothing to do with destroying anything." And that's my word. That's my word. That's on my grandfather's grave. I had nothing to do with that. But they didn't believe me. They thought I did, and they wanted to get Malcolm's side of the story. So I'm on my way back to the business, and luckily, one of the guys called the cops. One of the guys that were one of the business owners, the co-business owners with this guy. It was actually the guy's stepfather who called the police because he was scared when I escaped. He was scared I was going to come back and burn the business down, right? So he called this. So the police show up, and they arrest me for break and enter. Well, was I ever happy to be arrested? That was the happiest day of my life to get arrested. And they arrest me for break and enter and they throw me in jail and they take me to the police station. And of course, I'm not going to say anything about them hitting me with the truck or anything like that because these are Hell's Angels and I'm not going to do anything like that because I don't want anything to do with fighting with these guys or beefing with them. So I just took it on the chin and went to jail for it. Anyways, I get out of jail 6 months later for the break and enter, and I plead guilty to it, and I get out on a conditional sentence, and I hook up with this hot girl. Anyways, the hot girl, she was about 45 years old. She's an ex-girlfriend of one of the Hells Angels, the head of the Hells Angels crew. And I tell her the whole story about how Buddy called the cops on me and Buddy's stepdad or whatever. So she goes, "Well, that guy can't call the cops on you, or his family can't call the cops on you. They're supposed to deal with it themselves." So she dealt with it for me and uh, contacted an old contact of hers, and then they had it dealt with, so I wasn't didn't have to get my head blown off. But I was almost had my head blown off because of a simple misunderstanding. But he said it was somebody else when it wasn't. He probably had it mixed up anyways, and it wasn't my fault, right? So long story short, I survived that, and that was very traumatic. I got PTSD, but that's not why I have PTSD. I have PTSD from many, many other things. I was when I while I was in jail, the guards fucking gave me a hard time. They told me they were gonna kill me and stuff. Like they would suit up in their riot gear because I would just block my window off and you know what I mean. I swallowed batteries. I fought the whole riot squad. And they told me, they said, you're fucking fucked up now. And they spray me with pepper spray or they shoot me with the pepper ball gun. And they would laugh about it and they would fucking carry on. And then they would put stuff in my food. Well, I thought they were anyways. I was in psychosis. I think I got my like it was just something that occurred to me like because I was in jail so long that I fucking lost my mind. I think I lost my marbles because I stayed out. I couldn't sleep and I couldn't eat food for a while. But anyways, I got some bad post-traumatic stress from all these things that have happened to me, and that's just one story. You guys wait till I tell you some more. All right, I'll tell you some more some other time. All right, keep it real, guys. Take care.